Every night at the same exact time, someone activated pump number 6, even though no car was there. A few years ago, I worked overnight at a gas station in rural Nevada. The station sat completely alone beside a long desert highway. Nothing around for miles except empty road and sand. Most nights were quiet, just truck drivers and tired travelers stopping for coffee. But every single night at exactly 2:46 a.m., pump number 6 activated by itself. No car, no customer, nothing. At first, I assumed it was some electrical problem, but after it kept happening every night, even my manager started getting nervous. The weirdest part was the security cameras. Every time Pump 6 activated, the footage glitched into static for exactly 30 seconds. Then everything returned to normal. One night, I finally decided to watch it happen myself. At 2:45 a.m., I stood by the front windows staring at the pumps outside. The desert beyond the station lights looked completely black. Then the clock changed to 2:46. Pump 6 activated instantly. The numbers started spinning like someone was pumping gas, and standing beside the pump was a woman. She wore an old white dress stained dark near the bottom. Long black hair covered most of her face. I froze because she hadn't been there seconds earlier. The woman slowly turned toward the station windows and smiled. Then every light outside shut off. Complete darkness swallowed the pumps, except for the glowing numbers still rising on pump 6. The station radio suddenly crackled behind me. A weak voice whispered, "She died there." I spun around, but nobody else was inside. When I looked back outside, the woman was suddenly standing directly outside the glass doors. Her face looked horribly burned on one side. Then the lights came back on. She vanished instantly. The next morning, my manager finally admitted what happened years earlier. A woman died at Pump 6 after a car exploded during a gas leak accident. And according to older workers, sometimes she still comes back looking for help. The customer walked into my gas station covered in blood, but the security cameras never showed him entering. Back in 2021, I worked alone at a gas station outside Tulsa, Oklahoma. Around 3 a.m. during a thunderstorm, the front door chime suddenly rang. A man stood near the drinks aisle wearing a dark hoodie soaked with rain. Blood covered one side of his face. I asked if he needed help. He ignored me and slowly walked through the aisles, staring at the shelves. Then I noticed bloody footprints appearing behind him across the floor. The man suddenly stopped moving. Without turning around, he whispered, "Did you see the crash?" My stomach tightened instantly. He slowly pointed toward the highway outside. Then every light inside the store flickered once. The man disappeared. Gone. The bloody footprints stopped in the middle of the aisle like he vanished into thin air. Terrified, I checked the security cameras expecting to see him leave. But the footage showed something impossible. The front door never opened. Nobody ever entered the store. 10 minutes later, police cars sped past toward the highway. A truck driver later stopped for gas and told me there'd been a deadly crash a few miles away during the storm. When police released the victim's photo the next morning, I nearly threw up. It was the same man from my gas station, still wearing the dark hoodie, still covered in blood. The truck driver warned me never to open the gas station bathroom after midnight. Then I heard knocking from inside. Back when I was 19, I worked nights at an old gas station in northern Texas. The place sat beside an empty highway surrounded by darkness. One stormy night around midnight, an older truck driver stopped for coffee. Before leaving, he looked at me seriously and said, "Whatever happens tonight, don't open that bathroom after midnight." I laughed awkwardly, thinking he was joking, but he didn't smile. Around 1:30 a.m., the bathroom lights suddenly turned on outside. Nobody had asked for the key all night. The key still hung behind the counter. Then came knocking from inside the bathroom. Bang! 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 A woman's voice cried softly through the rain. "Please help me." I grabbed a flashlight and slowly walked outside. Muddy footprints surrounded the bathroom door. The voice came again. "Please let me out." Against my better judgment, I unlocked the bathroom. The room was empty, but words covered the mirror in dripping water. "He's still here." The lights suddenly shut off. Then I heard breathing behind me from inside one of the bathroom stalls. The stall door slowly creaked open by itself. Something tall unfolded from the darkness inside. Not standing normally, unfolding. Its bones cracked loudly as it straightened itself. Then it smiled. I ran back toward the store while footsteps splashed through the rain behind me the entire way. The next morning, my manager finally told me the truth. Years earlier, a woman disappeared from that same bathroom during a night shift. Police never found her body.